How's it all? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. First video of the new year. Been gone for basically almost a week, and it is what it is. Trying to, as they say, get your mojo back, especially when you're like, hey, see everybody else is handling business and doing a thing. Uh, but 2022 is got a rough start, but we're gonna make it do what it do and go from there. Today's word of the day is programming. Stands for the process of activity of writing computer programs, the action or process of scheduling something, especially radio, television programming. Now, regardless of what you may think, we all go through various aspects of programming on a regular basis. Job, whether it's television, whether it's school on any level, education on most levels, there's some sort of programming going on. The beautiful thing about today's world in 2022 is that there's so many different opinions out there, and there's so many different perspectives, so many different audible books, paper books, podcasts. The list goes on and on. That one, in my personal opinion, we live in a time frame where you have a better opportunity to be deprogram from what society deems necessary for you to live your life in a specific way. I think everybody has an opportunity nowadays, even more so, to live a life of luxury on various aspects, not just having boatloads of money. But people have an opportunity to live a life of luxury because they have an opportunity to make money in various different avenues, not just the regular 9 to 5 way, and they have an opportunity to invest their money in various different avenues, not just in the stock market, and not just in real estate. And people have the opportunity to have the, as I love the Dare Grace's mantra. He says his brand is the learn and unlearn mantra. So everybody has a chance to learn and unlearn certain programming that the system is created. Because at the end of the day, don't get mad at the system. The system is working fine the way it's supposed to. And I mean, from the school system, I mean, from the employment system, it's working the way that it's supposed to work. But the people that are bucking the system in various different ways, from they're making money in their sleep, they're opening up their own businesses, to becoming entrepreneurs, self-employed on so many different levels, they're investing their money on so many different levels, that they're opening the door of opportunity to replace the outcome that the system, from a job perspective, has created. So they're making jobs obsolete, and they're making the whole 401k retirement plan obsolete from the perspective of working till the day you die, or working till you're in your 60s and 70s and whatnot. So I give everyone credit that's actually doing those things, because today's quote, and I got this from the Law of Attraction on Facebook, says, "You're not responsible for the programming you received in your childhood, but as an adult, you are 100% responsible for fixing it." I could not agree with that statement more. I have this conversation on multiple occasions because I get tired of hearing people's excuses once they get in their 30s and 40s of their life is where it's at now, and it's where it's going now because of their childhood. To me, when you reach the age of 25, 28, then it just becomes an excuse. Because my childhood growing up, I grew up with all kinds of people from all different backgrounds, different races, different classes, etc., and so forth. And I had people that had some of the best childhoods, and they still turned up, screwed up, as because of the choices that they made in life. And some people who had the worst childhoods, but as an adult, they are rock stars. Life is all about choices, and it's all about what choices you make on a regular basis, and you go from there. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. Doesn't mean that what we do is going to actually help us get to where we want to go all the time. Absolutely not. I'm first want to tell you that nothing is guaranteed in this life and things of that nature. But I am the first to tell you that you have to get up every day and have purpose, and try to work towards your purpose all at the same time. Because a life without purpose is not a life worth living. And the last week, I've had the opportunity to reflect on figuring out what my purpose is outside of just being basic. What I consider basic is, you take care of your family. You're supposed to do that. That just, you don't get a badge of honor for that, because that's what being head of household, and that's what being a parent and a significant other is all about. So I don't give people credit for that. And just paying your bills, you don't get credit for that. If you're a millennial, you're from my generation, it was Bring the Pain, I believe, from Chris Rock, his old comedy stand-up, and he said, he made fun of people that wanted credit for paying their bills and taking care of their kids, and he would basically say, "You're supposed to, you stupid mother effer." You don't get credit for that, and I could not agree with that statement more. You're supposed to handle your business before, or it's going to handle you. It's just what it is. So, um, but I think everybody has greatness in them in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's giving back to the community, whether it's volunteering, whether it's helping people out from a medical perspective, we all have our shining stars in this. Unfortunately, a lot of times society does its best to dim that light that shines within us, and we have to do our best to fight it on a regular basis. And this last week, I've had a lot of time to reflect on a lot of things, and 2022 may not end up the way I want it to be, but I tell you one thing: a lot of changes are going to happen, and they're going to be very big, and they're going to be very significant on so many different levels. So, because and I'll say this on record: I'll be damned if I'm going into 2023 feeling the way I felt coming into 2022. And that's how I'm gonna leave it at that. Do the great 3 things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day, and as I always say, make money moves, or you're gonna live broke like a fool. Take care.